standing up, judging Mercy, calling Mercy all sorts of names, shame on you. I can say that. I can say that. And if it is going to cost me your vote, I'm quite. I don't mind. I don't mind. If you don't want to stand with it, truth. If you want to judge Mercy, God knows my life. God knows where I'm going. God knows my destiny in politics. Whatever this nonsense. I'm linking Hot FM to this nonsense because Oscar Chavula went on social media and posted that Mercy has got a mental problem. Oscar Chavula went on social media and said Mercy has a mental problem and a DNA test is not relevant. How can Oscar post that? What made Oscar Chavula to post that? And this is coming after that boy went on Hot FM. He went on Hot FM in a highly published, program, a prime program, if not the top program, breakfast show. Breakfast show is why the widely listened to program. This boy found himself there. Now, you people who are supporting Bowman, you should ask yourself, how did that boy find himself on Hot FM? How did he find himself on Hot FM? That program, a high program. How did he find himself there? How did he find himself there? You think that boy from nowhere? All of you who are watching me right now, tell me how many of you would go to Oscar Chavula or Hot FM to say, I want to appear on your breakfast show. How many of you would be entertained? How many of you would be entertained? You can never be entertained. How did that boy find himself on that program? How did he find himself? How did he find himself there? Where did he come from? Who brought him there? It is very clear. These are works of Bowman, because Bowman treats Hot FM like it is his radio in the kitchen. It's like his kitchen radio. Bowman, in spite of his nonsensical statement, illogical statements, Bowman features on Hot FM more than any other radio station. I don't know how many radio stations can bear Bowman with his what is the word, concatenated, uncoordinated statements and illogic can entertain him, but Hot FM entertains him. And of course, Hot FM is not a charity organization. It's a business entity. They have to make money, and it is common sense that he pays. So it's about the money. It's about the money. And when that boy went there, and some of us reacted, Oscar Chavula had to come and defend his his paying client. He had to come and defend his paying client. Because if he loses Bowman, if Bowman goes to jail, he loses money. So it is pure common sense that he had to come and defend his paying client by labeling Mercy Coham as somebody who is confused. But Mercy is not confused. Mercy is not confused. Mercy is not mad. Oscar Chavula said she is confused. She's mentally disturbed. Where did he get Mercy tested for him to make that statement? Where did he get that Where did he get that? That was defamation, Oscar Chavula. That was defamation. And you knew that what you did was wrong. After seeing the comments, you even deleted that comment. But we have that article. We have that article, Oscar Chavula. We have that article. We have that article. And we will get to the bottom of this. All those of you who thought Mercy is on her own and you can abuse her, I'm sorry to tell you that Mercy is no longer alone. Mercy has got people that are behind her now. Mercy is no longer that one voice of a woman crying in the wilderness. No, Mercy has got people that are behind her. And one of those people, it's me. I am behind Mercy, and I will make sure I bring this fight to you. That's why I'm mentioning your names, because I am ready for you. I am ready for you, and we will go to the bitter end of this, because we are standing on the truth. We believe Mercy. All those boys that you are bringing, that you are paying, bringing them on radio, bringing them on TV, their time will come. Their time will come. Their time will come when they will review who has been paying for them. They come to Lusaka, how they come to Lusaka, where they sleep, who has been running all those costs for them, and who has been taking them to the media houses. They will review. It is not long from now, they will review. All those of you who have descended on Mercy, if you are known, I'm not talking about small people. No. Those of you who make my comments on social media, we are not interested in you. But we are interested in all those big guys. All those big guys, like Vena Oscar Chavula, we are interested in those people. And we will make sure we follow you for defaming an innocent woman, a woman that is crying for help, a woman that has been abused by Bowman. And you want to all rise up and descend on her. It will not happen. It will not happen. And if it's going to cost me an election, no problem. I'll still be here. I'm chilufya tayali. I used to tell you, you don't want empower PF. I used to tell PF that I speak the truth and I don't bend or kneel for anyone. I don't. Because some of you thought that, no, I can't survive without you. Forget it. I depend on my God. My God is the one who provides for me. Not you. Not you. And even in Kawata, if I'm going to become a member of parliament, God knows it already. God has already ordained it already. It's going to happen. But if God has not ordained it, it's not going to pass. And I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. So, this is how I'm linking Hot FM to this issue. Bowman is always on Hot FM. In spite of the nonsense that he talks, Hot FM covers him. They would leave even the president, they would cover Bowman Lusambo. They would rather cover Bowman Lusambo. And that's how they found that boy talking on that Hot FM. Whatever he said, ndemyebe chinga. Whatever that boy said on Hot FM, Fiabufi. Whatever Oscar Chavula wrote, Fiabufi, it is just to defend his paying client. Now, where does Kazady come in? You see, an agenda was set to portray Messi as a mad person, like what Oscar said, that Messi is confused. So, an agenda is being set in the public. They throw things in the public to make Messi upset. Once Messi gets upset, she goes on social media and starts insulting and saying all sorts of things. I know a lot of you have been very disappointed with the insults that she has hurled on social media. But I want you to think of a young lady who has been brought up in a very difficult situation. Her parents died when she was very young, and she has grown up really struggling in life. Her family, her extended family, are of a humble background, are of a humble status. So Messi is not coming from a sophisticated family background. Messi is not a sophisticated person. She met Bowman and she was, promised all sorts of things. She was promised heaven. Messi saw heaven in Bowman. She really thought, my life has changed. My life has changed. I have been encountering some of Messi's relatives, and they have expressed to me how Messi was so excited. Messi. She would actually even tell off some of her relatives because she felt she has found this man. And she gave herself to him. She gave it all to Bowman. She gave it all to Bowman. Did Messi know about the wife that Bowman is married? No. If anything, when you talk to Messi, Messi believes that the woman that Bowman is living with today is the one that grabbed Bowman from him. She believes she's supposed to be the wife and not that one. And the woman that is living with Bowman also knows this. It is a situation of two women fighting for a man. So you married women who are being judgmental on Bowman, on Messi. Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. If you have never been lied to, thank God. But a lot of other women have been lied. They have been cheated to. Especially if you are not sophisticated like Messi. You can be easily cheated. And Messi fell into that. She was cheated. She was cheated. She looks at Bowman as the husband. The children, they know Bowman as their father. And then, all of a sudden now, Bowman just abandons this woman. Everything that she was promised, everything that she saw, coming to her, just dropped. And as if that is not enough, it is happening at a time when she has got 4 children. Imagine that. If you are reasonable, you would understand. You would not judge Messi. You are judging Messi because you haven't thought through about this. Some of us get upset, somebody promises you katu kwacha and you get upset. What about somebody who promises you a life? Somebody who promises you heaven. And then all of a sudden they dump you. How many women have committed suicide because they are pregnant of a child whose father has refused? How many have committed suicide? How many have gone into depression? Ifumofye. Just a pregnancy. Somebody goes into depression. Now think of Messi. She had 4 children because all the time she was hoping he will come through. He will come to me. Maybe if I have another child, he will come to me. Maybe if I have another child, he will come to me. And yet the guy is just hammering and going away. Don't look at Bowman the way you are looking at him now. Bowman, where we are coming from before Balunguta Mutola, Bowman was not sophisticated. It is now that you have known him and you are looking at him to say, whichever minister Bowman was not anything sophisticated. He was not anything of a rich guy that you can say, no, no, no. And for that matter, look at Messi. Look at Messi. Messi is very beautiful, and I can freely say that I'm in my house, even my wife is listening. Messi is very beautiful. You can't compare Messi to a number of some of you people who are talking on social media. Some of you on social media ngana shaka picture. And you want to look so like whatever. No. Messi is very beautiful. Messi is very beautiful. Unfortunately, she has found herself in this situation. And Bowman has let Messi down. And that's why she gets upset. The first time that you saw Messi insulting, using his media advantage, circulated that DNA to say there is a DNA which has come out. And this DNA is false. Is saying that Bowman is not the father. That's what made Messi upset. He was upset. How can this be? These are children, belong to this guy. How can the DNA come out negative? And on top of that, things were not moving fast. And all of us, including myself, were not saying anything. So she was all alone. She felt alone. And had to erupt in that manner, owing to the news that came out on social media and the comments that you were making. That's what made Messi to lose it. And it is at that point when I decided we are neglecting you whilst you are listening to insult. For me, when I saw Messi talking in that video, I saw a grieving woman. I saw a hurt woman. I saw a depressed woman. A woman that was crying for Messi. No matter what, I'm going to stand with Messi. Even if at the end of the day, the DNA goes the other way, I will stand with Messi. It is my decision. I will stand with Messi. So the ploy which is there is to make Messi look like a mad person. This is the agenda. This is the agenda that Bowman, together with, when Oscar Chavula, Hot FM, Kazady, this is the agenda that they have. They want to portray Messi as a mad person. They are releasing things on social media so that Messi can be agitated and start talking like the way you saw her talk. That is the agenda. But Mubepelef, it won't happen. It won't happen. You won't achieve it. You won't achieve it. We will stand with Messi. We will defend Messi. We will defend Messi. We understand her and we are going to defend her. You will not achieve it. So today, this is what happened now. In that agenda that the media has, what they plotted, I'm sure, where they must have sat, when a Bowman, when a Oscar Chavula, Jimmy Nani, at Pastor Jimmy K, they must have sat and concocted something. They hatched a scheme which they wanted to, execute today. Unfortunately, God was with us. God was with us. It was thwarted. It was aborted. It blew in their faces. And I will play the videos I'll play the recording so that muyumfuile. I'll play the recording so that muyumfuile as I'm talking. I'll play the recordings. What they did, these guys who are so powerful, who are saying, no, Bowman is not the father, they came up with a scheme. Now, just there, I want to ask you, if Bowman is not the father, why is Bowman wasting time to scheme up, to come up with schemes, investing money, is spending money to come up with these sophisticated schemes, which actually requires money? Why is Bowman doing that? If he's not, why? And Bowman cannot tell me he's not part of this. He can't tell me that. He can't tell me that because his fingerprints are all over. And I'm saying this boldly, looking into the camera. If Bowman Mwaume let him go and give instructions to Makebi Zulu tomorrow that they sue me, if Bowman Mwaume let him go and give instructions to Makebi Zulu tomorrow, we will meet in court. I'm ready. I am very ready. Very ready. If Bowman Mwaume let him come, I want Bowman. I want Bowman. Bowman, I want you. I want you. I want you to prove that you are not the father of those children. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's why I'm doing this. I want you to prove that you are not the father of those children. And it is very simple. It is just doing a DNA test. Finish. I want you, Bowman, to come. We do a DNA test. We end all this. Because if you are not the father, you would easily go and do a DNA test instead of scheming against Messi. Why are you scheming against Messi if you are not the father? It is cheaper to do a DNA test. You don't need Oscar Chavula. You don't need Pastor Jimmy K. You don't need all these small boys. I don't want to mention their names. They might think they are also at my level. They're not at my level. So I don't want to mention their names. Why are you wasting time? Why are you paying people to do all these things? Why can't you simply go and do a DNA test? Bowman, why? Why can't he go and do a DNA test? Why can't you tell Bowman to go and do a DNA test instead of you wasting time defending him? Oscar Javula, how dare you say DNA is irrelevant? How can you say that? Because that's the agenda. You don't want to do a DNA test. Instead, you want to dismiss Messi as a mad person. And today, you tried to execute that. It failed. This is what they did with kazady fumes. Kazady fumes, they called Messi yesterday. They called Messi to go to their offices. Which offices are at the same office, at the same building with Hot FM? I believe that building belongs to Oscar Chavula. So Messi went there and they interviewed, they agreed with her, they enticed her to go for an interview today. Yesterday, they enticed her to go there today and have an interview. But you see, the way God works, when the way God works, they decided to also call me. You see, they spoke to Messi. Messi agreed, okay, I can come. And told them, don't ask questions that are in court. But they enticed her. No, we are not going to. It's going to be friendly, whatever. You just come. Messi agreed. Today, but they also invited me. Then later on, they made a mistake now to invite me. So when they invited me, I checked with Mercy. Mercy, what about this interview? She said, yeah, they called me and I can go. They have said it's okay. I insisted with Kazady Films that I want to be at on the same panel, on the same platform with Mercy. They even said there will be a doctor that will come and this doctor will be discussing paternity tests. I spoke to the guy called Pastor Jimmy K. He's a pastor. It is such a pity that pastors of nowadays, you know, you can't trust them. These are the guys, people like Jimmy K. These are the guys who are making pastors not to be trusted. When the guy told me he's the pastor, I believed him. I believed him. And I thought he's a man who is looking for the truth. Kansh mambala na wamulipira. Kansh mambala na wamulipira. Because how else? Why would he come up with this kind of scheme? I trusted Jimmy K. I trusted you. I thought you were a pastor. And I respected you because you introduced yourself as a pastor. So, anyway, that's how I took my Mercy today. I took Mercy. She dressed up nicely. Those are the pictures you saw. She was dressed up nicely because we are going to TV. Picked up my Mercy. We went there. We were nicely welcomed. Nicely. We sat there. This Pastor Jimmy K came and ran us through how the program will be. He was very nice, very sweet like a pastor. I continue to believe in him. He ran us through what kind of questions he's going to ask. Some of the questions we even said, no, you can't touch that because that is in court and so on and so forth. I even appealed to him, thinking that he's a real pastor. I even appealed to him to say, as we are doing this interview, I would want us to advocate for women because there are so many women who are suffering at the hands of men, powerful men. A lot of powerful men, they have abused women and they are suffering. Can we advocate for them? I appealed to this pastor, not knowing that he's a fake pastor, because a real pastor would not be lying. I was really thinking, this is a good guy. That's what I thought. I thought the interview was in good faith. Although, of course, I had a little bit of doubt because it is housed at Hot FM. But really, I thought there would be Kazady Film. They are professionals who are producing programs, you know, for Zambezi, for what is this, Zambezi Magic, you know. I thought they are professionals. So I couldn't see beyond that. And then even this pastor guy, I was convinced this is a good thing. For me, it was about advocacy. We speak for women. Using Mercy as an example. Kanishiva Mambala. They are up to something else. We sat there waiting. But you know, there is just that spirit that comes in you. There is just that spirit that comes in you where you feel that something is not right. I stood up in pretext of going to charge my phone in the car. They were plugs all over. I said, let me go down. When I went down, immediately I came out. I met one guy from the PF circles. One guy from the PF circles. Smart Egos. I won't mention his name because he's a good guy. I mean, whatever he was doing, I think he was just... I asked him, Bwana, what are you doing here? He was like, no, I'm just hovering around here. But I was suspicious. Next, I see another guy, a PF guy. Before I could know it, I saw a bunch of hooligans, PF hooligans, including that Kakroni, Nyawari, and that Chireshe boy. Those who are saying they are fathers of those who are saying that they are the fathers to Mercy's children. A bunch of them in 3 cars without number plates. In 3 cars without number plates. I recognized one car as Bowman's vehicle, the Mark II, which was being driven by this small boy who is saying that I wanted to shoot him. I recognized it. That's how I called Mercy back. And we followed that Mark II. And I called Bowman that he won't win this game. And indeed, you won't win it. The boy was talking about Kawata, you are spoiling your career. How can he talk about a career when he has no career himself? That's how we left that place. That's how we left that place, leaving those guys there. And when I left, this now fake Pastor Jimmy K started calling me. He was calling me, this fake Pastor Jimmy K. He kept on calling me, he kept on calling me, he kept on calling me. And I was having a conversation. We refused to be there. What they wanted, I'll tell you what they wanted, but first of all, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. I want you to listen. The names and their addresses. I'm being honest. I've thought I need those the names and their addresses because I want to save them summons. That's why I need them. So here I'm asking this guy. We are on phone. I'm asking this guy because those boys who have been lying that they are fathers, we want them. So please, those of you who are watching, if you can help us, I want the address of those boys who are saying that they are the owners of Mercy's children. We want them. We want to join them on the cases that are in court. So I was asking this guy to help me, give me the addresses of those guys so that I can save them summons. We want them in court. Mercy want them in court. So this is what we're talking about here. Simple.
Okay, so I'll send you the names.
The names and their addresses and the phone numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, later, Andy, I mean, I'll be trusting you that yes, you have gotten these addresses and their phone numbers. And you send them to me on WhatsApp. Just on a plain paper, send them to me. Once I receive that, believe you me, I'll be coming there. We can have an interview, we can have a meeting. I have no problem.
Okay, no, I'm taking a word for this thing.
I am a man of my words. It's you guys who are not honest, if I could just say that. Me, I'm very straightforward, but you guys are not being honest. But nonetheless, the truth at the end of the day will prevail.
Okay, all right.
So send me the details. Immediately I receive them, let them write them, the addresses. I'll come back.
How long is it going to take for you to come back?
It won't take me, it's less than 20 minutes. I'll be there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the one conversation which ended, but he continued. He called me again. Listen.
So look, if are we able to have you live in studio with these guys? Then Messi, we have a live.
No, Messi is not doing any interview, not at all. Forget about Messi.
We should forget about Messi. Not even
nothing. Absolutely nothing. Messi is not doing anything. Forget about Messi. Messi is not going to do anything.
So Messi doesn't want to even face these guys.
Messi is not interested. He's ready to meet those guys in court. And that's why we want their addresses. Have you heard me there? Messi is ready to meet those guys in court. So those of you who think that Messi is running away from confronting those guys, don't be cheated. Don't fool yourselves. Messi is ready to confront those guys. Remember, the first time that boy came out on Hot FM, Messi went to KBN, but she was agitated. But she went there, she wanted to clear her name. And that Clarkson met him, Messi, at KBN, together with Bowman's brother, Collins Lusambo. They were together. Collins was together with Bowman's brother. Now already, you can already tell. Why was Clarkson together with Bowman's brother? Why? It is Bowman's brother who took Clarkson to KBN. Why did a brother to Bowman take Clarkson to KBN? And when Messi reached there, Clarkson and Collins, they ran away. So Messi is ready to meet these people in court. And this is what I was talking about here. Messi is willing to meet those guys. He will meet them in court. But for those interviews and whatever, I mean, I'm representing Messi with full authority from myself and from the family. So whatever they will say, I can hear it and I can ask them questions. I know about those guys. I know those guys. Okay. Yeah. Let them just be courageous to give me their addresses. We want their addresses. And even if they don't give us, nonetheless, we will still look for them. We will get them.
Okay. So between you and me, I understand your interest. But also for us, as people that are in the media, our interest was just to want to establish the truth. We wanted to establish the truth. We wanted to have two sides of the story. We wanted to have a conversation. And the only way that this can work is if we can have Messi on the phone, since she doesn't want to be here personally, then we can have her in the studio. That can work. It will make more sense.
No.
Having an objective story.
It's not happening. Messi is not doing that. You can wait as a media, you can wait for the time that will be in court, and it will be happy, it will be good. If those people give the addresses, then it will be nicer, because all of them, we will save them with summons, and they will come to court and they will tell their story, and you write the story.
So what is the biggest problem? Why is Messi not wanting to confront this guy?
It's not a fun fair. This is not a fun fair where, we should be going on the media and discuss it. This is a life, we're talking about the life of human beings here. So we shouldn't take it as a show, just a show which for entertainment. No.
Their interest is that because they think they are the fathers of those children. So for them, the reason why they're here is that they also want to find closure, because this woman was telling them that,
Jimmy, we are not moving, Jimmy. We are not moving. My request is very simple. Are you able to honor that request or not?
I'm able to honor that request.
So give it to me. Give it to me. I already gave you my word. You give me that. I'm ready to come there. I'm ready to continue with whatever discussion. I'm ready.
Okay, look. The point of interest is yourself and Messi. And for me, my interest is at least just have Messi to explain. So I know this person, even if you say this person.
So we don't. Let's not waste each other's time. Messi is off the picture, off the table. Forget it. It's not gonna come.
So why has she decided to take that stance? Why has Messi decided to take that stance?
Messi is off. Why she has decided to take that stand is that Messi wants to talk in court. She doesn't want to talk for entertainment. Messi wants to talk in court.
Okay, so these guys, it's not entertainment for them. For us as the media, our role is simple: to mediate and to just bring.
No, the media doesn't mediate. The media, it's infotainment.
Yeah.
It's infotainment. It's not mediation. Mediation is not for the media. So it's very simple for Mercy. She's gonna talk in court, and Mercy right now, she's desperate to have the addresses where we can save those people summoned so that they can come to court.
Okay, so in all fairness, for me, I'm thinking it would be nice if you came and had a non-confrontational word with these gentlemen, and they are willing to give him their address, their names, and any other detail that you
If
want.
they are willing, they would have done that so many minutes ago. We wouldn't be talking. I mean, look, I was driving from somewhere. I've reached home. I've even, kissed my wife. They haven't given me the details. If they are willing, I would have had this a long time. You see, even my daughter agrees with me. You see, it's very simple and straightforward. Can they write their details? They give them a plain paper, let them write their details, and send them over.
Okay, in the first place, you were willing to come here with Mercy so that we could talk.
Yes.
And you came here, and of course, maybe she felt threatened. I don't know.
No, we felt betrayed. It was a deception. Yeah. Yes. We felt betrayed because you didn't mention that these people are coming. If you had mentioned, we would have made a decision whether to come or not. But we came based on the earlier agreement.
So if you had known that these guys were coming into the studio, were you going to come?
That ship has already sailed. It's useless to discuss it.
Okay. Makalamba, for me, I would really want you to come here. So
I'm ready to win. I want to come. But I just want this one. That is what I want. If you give them a paper, they write them, each of them, let them write, this is their name, this is their phone number, and this is the address where we can find them and deliver them, court documents.
Okay. They have agreed to give the names and the addresses, but not the phone numbers. You can come and get the phone numbers here yourself. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Come on, guys. I mean, why are they being... those guys are bloody cowards, man. They are bloody cowards. But okay, look, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. I will save yourself. I will save, let's save on time. If they're not willing to give me that, let's just cut this and we forget about it.
Okay, because these guys they're going to meet you halfway by giving their numbers, their names. And I know that you know their names. There's Lachlan here.
Jimmy, please, come on, man. Let those guys not reduce you to their level of cowardice and thinking and reasoning. It is very simple. Let them give me that. Simple. If we can't, let's forget about this. I mean, my wife is here, ready to, hug me and enjoy my comfort at home.
Okay, Wadamba. We have not reached an agreement. Unfortunately, I would have loved you to come here. It could have been very nice for us to have this conversation, but unfortunately, we can't reach an agreement.
Yes, and I must, but just now.
Not go against go against their words. I've got the right to protect them. They were willing to give the names and the addresses, but if we wanted their phone numbers, they're willing to come and give you the phone numbers right here at the studio.
No, and you know what? I want just for their record for them to know. We'll still get them. And they would have even done this much easier by giving me those details, but we'll still get them somehow. Because it's very, very, very simple to get those guys. I will get them.
Okay. Have you tried to get a hold of them? Have you tried to get Watson and...
No. Not yet. But I'll get them. When I will start looking for them, at that point, I'll get them.
But Leslie has their numbers. You know that, huh?
I know, like I told you that I know about those guys. And the time when I will come out for them, I will get them. For now, it's okay. C'est la vie. Have a good evening. Bye. As if that was not enough, He called me again. He called me again, and I want to put this one. What I'm doing, I'm actually backing up. So I will play even the last conversation because I want to back it up on social media. That's why I am playing this one. Please bear with me. I will play even the last conversation. Yes.
For us, we're interested in having a conversation. And for us as a media entity, we are not biased. We wanted to establish the truth. So whatever
words you can say those words, but action speaks louder. Action speaks louder. And in this instance, my brother, to be honest with you, is like you are caught pants down. And it is an embarrassment to the media. It is really an embarrassment to the media. Specifically, this is what I'll be discussing at 20 hours. I wish you had honored my... you see, so I actually told him that I'm going to be discussing this at 20 hours. I told him, and it is there. So me, I face people, right on. My request, maybe we would have had it there instead of me talking alone. If you had honored, I would have come.
I can come where you are. At the time at which you want to do the live post, I can come where you are.
No, me, my interest is those guys. You will not say, but I don't have an interest in you. My interest is those guys.
You want to come with us so that we do that?
What I want is... those guys to give me their address beforehand. I want to give them to my lawyers.
So, look, because for me, look what up. You've written to say we've got a scheme with Bowman.
Yes.
As we're willing to bring these guys so that if you want to do a live with them, document whatever, that can be done. That can be done if that's what you want. But we just don't want to be caught in your fight.
You are already in it, my brother. Just like you are already in it. Just like you are already in it now. You are already in it. The moment you decided to call Messi and us without disclosing your full agenda, you are already in it.
Look, as a journalist, one of the ethics or one of the principles is to make sure that whatever story that we carry out, there must be two sides.
Absolutely. I agree.
People live in studio or on phone, what was going to make a sense to the story is to make for two sides.
I totally agree, but I totally agree, my brother. I totally agree with what you are saying. But there is nowhere in media ethics where they said you should lie to a source. Nowhere. In media ethics, there is nowhere where they say you should lie to a source. No?
No, we did not lie.
You did.
No, we didn't. Messi was afraid to face Bowman, and we're sure Bowman is not coming in. But however,
forget about Messi, but talk about my conversation. Forget about Messi, but talk about my conversation with you. Anywhere where you disclosed that you want to get these other guys also to be there.
So now, make me understand. What were you scared of? What were these guys going to do that made you walk away?
No one said we are scared of anything. We are not scared of anything. I'm not scared of anything. Why we left it, I'm answering you. I don't know if it is not for the fourth time since we started talking, is that you were not honest. Finish.
Okay, look, if truly Messi is telling the truth, for me as a journalist, believe you me, I don't think it was wise for us to have left.
My brother, we are not going anywhere. Please, we are not going anywhere. We're going round in circles. It's not helping you and I. And frankly speaking, this one has already passed. Let me now enjoy my family time. It is out of respect for you that I'm even picking your phone calls. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked. I'm respecting you because you said you are a pastor. And frankly speaking,
you and I know each other. It's not the first time that we met.
yeah, and that's why I'm telling you that I'm respecting you. If it was just another guy, trust me, I would not have even entertained it. Even in the first place, I wouldn't have entertained it. We have stopped talking about Messi. We are not discussing Messi's issue in the public. But when you spoke to me, I said, okay, I can trust this guy. Let's go. It is based on the trust that I had in you. But unfortunately, you betrayed that trust.
Okay, all right. So, after the media institution, because we've seen that you've actually put our name on your post.
And I'll be discussing your name.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Okay.
Well, if anything, please let us know. If you change your mind, if you want us to have a conversation, please. We need to provide a platform.
Much more, that is on you. If you can help me get the addresses where I can save those guys summons. It is a bit now, I can't run around to get the summons. I don't have that time. I would have said, let them wait there. I'm going to get the summons and bring them. Or alternatively, listen, okay, I have this alternative.
There's something wrong for us. The only thing that we could have done was create audience.
Okay, listen. Jimmy, let's do this. Can we do this tomorrow afternoon? So that I can, in the morning, I can come with my documents. I just give them. They are just documents. They are nothing. I just give them, and then we can go on with our program.
Okay, we can go on with our program. Look, in all honest and in all truthfulness. We can go on with our program provided that we have Messi on phone.
Messi will only talk in court.
Okay.
Messi will only talk in court now.
Okay.
Okay, bye. So that was the conversation that I had after we managed to escape their snare. It is a snare that they had laid for me and Messi to fall into. These guys, they must have planned that, we go on studio, the cameras are rolling, and then they would have brought in these guys, and certainly they expected Messi to freak out. And if she had freaked out, it was going to cause that stir. And it would have been, boom, good for them. It would have suited, it would have gone into their agenda to make Messi look like she's confused, to look like a mental patient. That is what they wanted. They wanted to lay a snare. They wanted Messi to fall into it. If those guys had come, cameras are rolling, and Messi seeing those guys, definitely she wouldn't have composed herself like anybody else. I don't know, even myself, I would have lost composure. And they would have had a good story. It would have fitted in their agenda, the agenda that Oscar Chavula wrote on his page, that Messi is mentally confused. That is what they wanted. This is their agenda. They want to portray Messi as a confused person. Unfortunately, I saw it and we managed to escape it. But my God, I don't understand. This might be more than what I've explained, because there were 3 cars, and in those 3 cars, there were a bunch of guys. I'm talking about more than 10 guys. My question is, why did they bring so many guys? Why? Why? Anyone who would have seen those guys in those vehicles, tinted vehicles, number plates, they had removed number plates on their vehicles, 3 vehicles. Why did they remove number plates? Why were they so many? Because it was not just, the 2 guys or the 3 guys. No. It was a bunch of guys. Why that? Why? I had to confront them. Why? And those of you who are standing with Bowman, why is Bowman doing all this? Why is Bowman doing all this if Bowman is not the father of those children? If Bowman doesn't know this, doesn't know Messi, why is Bowman doing all this? Those guys, a bunch of them, they are not doing all this for nothing. They are doing this, they are being paid. And certainly it must be Bowman paying them. It must be Bowman paying them. Why is Bowman paying all these guys? Why is Bowman going to all this extent, removing number plates from the vehicles? And why did all of those guys come? Jimmy, why did you bring all those boys? Why did you bring those? What did you want? What did you want? Certainly this is threatening. It's threatening. It is clear Messi's life is in danger. Imagine, for a woman, you bring all those guys, for a woman, one woman, Messi, Coham, Matongo, one woman, you bring all those guys in 3 vehicles. Why? Bowman, Finchuletina. Why are you scared? What is making you invest so much money? People like Oscar Chavula, these are not small boys that you pay little monies. These are big guys. They don't move anyhow. You don't see Oscar Chavula talking anyhow. For him to go to an extent of even defaming Messi, there must be high stakes here. There must be high stakes here. And you are per social media. You are there to say, no, Bowman is right. Messi is confused. Are you sure? Can you think? You can't think. You can't see. This is not small. This is not small. And certainly, knowing what I know, I understand why Bowman is fighting like this. I understand. I understand why Bowman is doing this. But this is not the right way. That fake Pastor Jimmy even had the courage to confront me to say, did you speak to Bowman? And I told him I spoke to Bowman, and he was refusing. He was refusing that I didn't speak to Bowman. I have all the records well backed up. I have all the records of how I was confronting Bowman over this issue. Over this issue of Messi. Eh? I have all the recordings. The last one here, the last one here is on top there. Eh? Of course it is. Let me tell so that because some people are even saying, no, you haven't spoken to Bowman. I spoke to Bowman about this. Eh? I spoke to Bowman about this. I want you to see this one. There. You see? 27th September 2021. Boy, that woman deserves respect. Handle the issue properly. Eh? And he's a friend, of course. I was praising him over something else. But I've spoken about this one. We used to have very nice conversations. Anyway, let me leave out some of these things. But the point is that I had confronted Bowman about this. I had confronted Bowman nicely, like a friend. You saw that article. You know, my last message, very nicely, very simple, you know, very well. Very, you see the way I wrote it. Eh? Boy, that woman deserves respect. Handle the issue properly. Nicely. Ni mesi utwale landapo. So, but why is Bowman running away from a DNA test? Why? We could finish this very easily. Very easily. Simply go and do a DNA test. Chapa no kupu. It is sad, but I want to assure you, as I conclude, I want to assure you that Mercy has a very good case. Mercy has a very good case. Mercy's facts are solid, backed up by good evidence. And I can assure you the day that this case will go in court, you will all be shocked. And those of you who are calling Mercy names, you'll be ashamed. I'm not a fool to side with Mercy. Bowman is my friend. And with high benefits. And I can understand people like Avena, Pastor Jimmy K. I can understand them because Bowman era di sham. Erora di sham wino. You know, Bowman era di sham, erora di sham wino. So I can understand. But it is just a pity that all professionalism, all media ethics is being thrown through the window because of Bowman's, you know, high stakes. Hot FM is a renowned media house. But on this one, I mean, people are just losing it. They're just losing it. I mean, you all agree, Hot FM is a good media organization, powerful media organization. But look how the entire director of the media house can stoop so low to call somebody mentally disturbed just because of this high-paying client. Look how an entire pastor, Pastor Jimmy K, would stoop so low to start lying, waylaying us into a snare for us to throw in so that their cameras can pick Mercy throwing tantrums, insulting, so that they can say she's confused and therefore we cannot do a DNA test. Mube perefye wa Bowman. DNA test ireisa. DNA test ireisa. And those of you who are saying Bowman has sued for DNA, Mube perefye. Bowman, he has not sued for DNA, nothing. And he doesn't need to sue for a DNA. He doesn't need. He can simply say, let's go and do a DNA test. He doesn't need to sue. So don't cheat yourselves that Bowman has sued. No, there is no case in court where Bowman has sued Mercy Coham for DNA test. No, there is nothing. What Bowman has sued is defamation. Is defamation. That's what he has sued. He has not sued Mercy to do a DNA test. Nothing. It is the media propaganda that has said that. No. He doesn't need to go to court. He can simply, Namairo, he can say, let's go and do a DNA test. Mercy is ready to do a DNA test at any time. That's what she wants. And on those boys who are claiming to be fathers, Mercy is not interested in you. Mercy is interested to face you in court. Your time will come. We will follow you. We will follow you and we will make sure you pay. You will pay. And by that time, you should pray that Bowman will still be free and able to help you. Because when that time will come, Bowman might not be there. Bowman might not be there to pay for you. But we are coming for you. And I want your addresses. I want your addresses. We will find a way to drag you to court. We will bring you to court. We are not interested to face you in the media. Mercy is not interested to face you in the media. Mercy is interested to see you in court. You will testify what you are talking about. You are saying, Vana Venuvadia. We will see. You will testify. You will show. You will have to prove to court that indeed those are your children. Your time will come. Just like Bowman's time will come. Because Bowman can run, but he will not run forever. There will come a time when we will corner him. And you will have no choice but to do a DNA test. Mercy is solid. Mercy wants to do a DNA test at any time. Some of you are talking about that car call out. That car call out, those are all schemes by Bowman and his cronies to discredit Mercy's evidence. Mercy has been very consistent. Even if you think Mercy is mad, no one conceives out of madness. Even if you say Mercy is confused, no one conceives because you are mad. You can't conceive because you are mad, you didn't conceive. Nothing. Even a mad person, if she conceives, there must be a father. And even a mad person, if she conceives, she will be able to point her to say, this is a father. And in this case, whether Mercy, mad or not, she has pointed at Bowman Lusambo. And she has been very consistent. Very consistent. She doesn't waver. How many men does Mercy know? She knows so many. Why she just sticks on Bowman? Why? Only one person, mad or not, she sticks on Bowman. And this Bowman, instead of going to do a DNA test, Bowman runs away from doing a DNA test. We are going to court. We are going to court, and we will make sure that at one point, Bowman will have to do that DNA test. He will do a DNA test. Time will come. Those of you who are judging Mercy, I forgive you, and may God forgive you. You don't know what Mercy has been through. If you knew, you would not judge her. I don't judge her. I don't judge her, and I'm going to stand with her. Whatever happens, I'm going to stand with Mercy. I think I've made my point. It is a disappointment to you, Oscar Chavula, to you, Hot FM, to you, Kazady Fumes, to you, fake pastor Jimmy K. You are a disgrace to the pastoral fraternity because you don't lie like that. You couldn't even apologize throughout the conversation. You admitted you had lied. If you are a good pastor, you would have said sorry. But you couldn't because you are a fake pastor. A good pastor would not continue with lies. I've made my point. I have to get back to Vanakia. Good night.